What's up?
Hello. Welcome to the UWSP versus University of Cincinnati White esports Overwatch 2 match.
I'm Potato Pie. This is Cincinnati.
Hello.
We're your commentators. First time doing this.
Yeah. So a little bit about Cade. Go on.
I am a flex DPS player. I started up in Overwatch 2, mostly in Echo One Trick, shamelessly. So I have a lot of fun doing that. And I play for our junior varsity team. So this is our varsity team playing. Excited to watch.
So my name is NECC. I also play for the Overwatch Gold team here at UWSP. I am a main support player. My favorite, honestly, was probably Kiriko at the moment, or Illari. I do have a soft spot for Illari. So other than that, I am the current UWSP esports president as well, and Kate is our graphic design manager. So that's pretty awesome. I'm excited about today.
Me too. Looking forward to the match. It's always fun to watch some good Overwatch, honestly.
And this will be our first nationals as an organization, which is really exciting. I'm looking forward to see how they're doing.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward. I want to see some rush on rush. Like, oh my god, it's so much fun. Our purple team is so good at the rush comp, honestly. Like, we struggle with it so much, but we've drawn a lot of inspiration from them. They definitely thrive.
Tuck Your Chin is their Lucio player. Has definitely taught me quite a few skills alongside their coach. Yeah.
They stick together.
Now Lucy is a hard character to master and very important in the rush.
Yeah, for real.
In the rush composition.
Seems like there's organized play. It's always Lucio.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just a good character to have in your hero pool. Just always.
Speed boost makes a difference. I've learned that.
For real. Yep. No, literally since Overwatch 1. Since we released, Lucio has been a very meta character in organized play.
See, I started out as a Mercy main, and never played like team compositions even. So I usually played Overwatch by myself. So this was all really new to me. In the fall, actually, I started, and you started.
It was like the semester before.
Yeah, so last spring, so a year ago now.
Yeah.
Which is really.
Gosh, time flies.
Yeah, no kidding.
For real. Yeah, no, it's a whole nother world. Cause like I did play a little bit of Overwatch 1, but it was like mostly like deathmatch on Zenyatta, like goofy stuff. I wasn't learning anything. So just playing in a team environment is so much different, and it's so fun. You get to bond and make new friends and learn so much about the game.
And it's actually how we grew to be friends.
Yeah, for
too.
real.
Have a little bit of an interesting start to our team composition, but I think in the end it worked out really nicely. Our gold team took third in their
NECC.
league, in their NECC league, which I'm honestly impressed by. I was pretty proud of us.
Yeah, we only lost one match the entire tournament, which is insane to think about.
Large improvement from the fall semester. Yeah. For sure.
It's amazing to be able to see the improvement as you progress through the tournament.
Yeah.
Like, games don't usually progress that fast. Like, I owe a lot of that to our coaches, honestly. We got great coaches.
I agree.
Yeah.
I am very grateful for our coaches. And it's also really cool to see how each other has grown. But I think we're getting ready for the game pretty soon here.
Yeah, coming up here pretty soon. Gonna be, once again, UWSP Purple versus Cincinnati White. So this is gonna be a fun match. Can't wait to find out what we have in store.
So our UWSP Purple is composed of Lemonese as the tank, and then we have Wazd and Fear on the DPS, and then Tuck Your Chin and Torador on the support characters. Looks like Tuck Your Chin is going to be the main support player on that Lucio that we were talking about earlier. And then we have Torador on the flex support. DPS wise, Fear on the Bastion. Bastion is still scary. He's still such a threat. Like, they keep nerfing him. He's still such a threat. I just like the little bird that goes along with him.
Yeah, he's so cute.
Honest.
I love him. Yeah, and then Wazd, oh my god, I've never seen him miss a shot, I swear. He's crazy on the cast. Potential to carry fights, he's insane.
And Lemon, the Rhine, you know?
For
the
real.
goat.
The goat. Literally just the goat.
And then as far as the Cincinnati White team goes, so we've got Blurs on the tank, Rational and Sugar Poison on the DPS, and then it looks like Epic Bob 46 is going to be their main support player, or their Lucio, and then Joe is going to be their flex support player.
Yep. Always gotta have that loose, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh my goodness, it's Ash.
Thank you, Ash. I
No
love
way.
You too. Yeah, we just got the chat pulled up here.
Yes, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness,
awesome.
and Velg too? That's crazy.
Now, I am personally excited to see Irrational on the Genji here because, man, I love some good Genji play. I recently tried picking him up, and holy shit, that's a hard character. It feels like you get countered by everything. So we'll see if you can make it work.
I don't know, the
It'll be fun.
1v1s.
True.
They
1v1s go crazy.
Genji is kind of nice in the 1v1s.
Speaking of 1v1s, Kiriko is a support that has a lot of dual potential. Been nerfed recently. I can't 2-tap the same anymore. But I'll be interested to see if Trentino is like taking any interesting off angles, taking any duels. You know, might be some playmaking in there.
Definitely as the off angle man, I would say.
That is how I love to play the game.
Yeah, it'll be
Off angles are king.
very interesting to see.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that is the gist of it, I guess.
as far as apps and things go, what's your favorite off angle to take? I know, I have such a specific question, but I'm curious. Like,
specific yet generic question. Let's see. On anything rooftop riding, I would say, like the way you can like silently glide in as an echo, like and assassinate a backline. That is an off angle, more of a hard dive. But if you get out for free, it works, right?
Yeah, true.
So.
Or you just take the consequences.
Yeah. You're making space. Right?
There you go.
If you die making space, it was worth it.
Worth it? Is that what it is?
That's how it works.
Okay.
That's how it works.
I'll remember that.
Yeah. If you ever like make a risky play and it's like not working and you're running for your life, just say, "I'm making space. I'm making space." It counts.
Better
it counts.
follow up with me.
Yeah. Your team's trolling if they don't follow up on you.
Real. Yeah. Sometimes I do like the W key quite a bit.
W key goes crazy.
Even if I'm playing support.
Even if you're playing Ana.
That's
you like to get up in there.
I just
got that dog.
Yeah.
Go dogs, right?
But Ana is, I don't know. I feel like she could take anybody.
For real. If you hit your cooldowns.
So
goated.
Just Ana as a character though, like.
Oh yeah, for real.
She is probably by far character-wise, her and Zenyatta are my favorite.
Yeah, I love her lore. Yeah. For real. Yeah. I've always been fascinated by the like Omnic lore in general. I feel like it's such an interesting, like I guess it's a race basically. Like it's a whole, like you know, I'm just so interested by that side of the lore.
Yeah, no, I have not gotten too much into the lore, but I think that's cool.
Just reading the chat here.
Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my goodness.
Let's go! Yeah, we're hyped. This is gonna be so much fun.
I think it'll be interesting to see too how like this is our first ever stream.
Yeah,
so to see how it develops and who comes on our casting team. While we do have a little bit of time here, I just want to say thank you to everybody who put in time, effort, work, donations from the school to make us able to be here.
Yeah.
I think that's really awesome. There's a lot of time, dedication, and important things that go into this that we could not be here without. So
Yeah.
I just want to acknowledge that. And our players that made this happen. Potato Bride, amazing. By the way, if you have any friends with the name Potato in the name, send them Cade's way.
Bro, I need my friend list to be filled with potatoes. For real. Collecting Pokemon.
Collecting them. Yeah, no.
Holy
It's,
shit.
I have my eye out for it now.
Yeah, for real. But no, like exactly. It's taken so many different people working together, so many people in the background working so hard. A lot of this work goes unseen, but none of this would have happened without like our amazing producer that's working on all this as we speak, and just everything. We're just so grateful to have such an amazing space to do this.
I am so excited to see where our esports teams go. I think we've got a lot of exciting things coming up next year that you should definitely keep your eye out for. So just keep that in mind here. But obviously the match in question today, so I believe it is best of 5, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
Best of 5. So first to 3? First to 3?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Awesome. I should know that. We both definitely should know that,
Definitely,
but it's okay.
Definitely. We do know it. We're
Yeah.
just sleepy.
For sure. Okay, so we've got control, escort, flashpoint, and then potentially push, hybrid, and control. So the teams will actively like ban and pick maps in between the map picks. So they've got a little bit of time to decide on what they want to play and have a little bit of flexibility there, which is kind of nice. It makes every game different too.
Yeah, for real.
And depending on who the picks are for the team as well, adds an interesting factor. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, there's so much variety. And I know these teams are doing their research, so they're going to be banning, like, there might be some playing on, like, maps that we're not used to necessarily.
Yeah, which would be exciting, especially for us to watch.
Yes.
As people who kind of play the same thing most of the time. Yeah, we've got our,
we know what
got
we
our
like.
picks that we
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. But no, for sure. Both teams definitely know what they're doing here.
Oh yeah.
They know what they want.
I'm excited.
Yep. Let's go. We love Fear too. Fear is goated.
Our purple team is goated. I'm
For real,
excited.
the whole team. Honestly. Yep.
Rooftop riding. From Ash. We've got
It's
Ash in the comments.
basically skateboarding in Overwatch.
It is. Did
Yeah.
you see? I think I was playing with you the other day and I went, oh yeah, I made you watch and I slid off the roof and I was just going back and forth. It's like a little slide.
It's so much fun. It's so much fun. There's so many maps that, like, the maps in Overwatch are so good and they go so unexplored. Like, it's...
You are the one to say that. That's crazy, actually.
Yeah, but like there's just so many nooks and crannies. Like the Overwatch team spends so much time on these maps. I encourage all of you to just take some time to just appreciate them sometime. Like there's so much hidden potential in like playmaking everything.
And if you ever want a sneaky position or like route to take, I think
yeah, hit me
Potato
up.
Pride
I
is
got you.
the man to
I
go
got you.
to. For sure. The jug. The water jug.
The jug. No, this isn't water, this is bleach.
No, it is not bleach. There's a little bit of background to the jug, though.
Yeah, some lore.
Yes. Would you like to explain the lore of the milk jug water
Game
bottle?
night at Nasadi's place. Opened the fridge. There was an empty milk, or not an empty milk jug. There was like a half-empty milk jug. I may have finished the rest of it and then just stole the milk jug. And then that's been my water bottle ever since. And so she's been providing me replacements. So, yeah,
Probably
that's
not the safest option, but it's okay. We got a water bottle, and it's reusing plastic, which is good for the
We're
environment.
recycling. We
yeah,
are recycling.
exactly.
Yeah.
So.
Roll dogs, let's go. I gotta say, out of all the school mascots, I think Roll Dogs is like one of my most fun sayings to say, like rolled up, ho 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 ho.
I think it just blends nicely
It just
together.
works so well.
And then we ended up with inherently our little boo chant.
Yeah.
Which at the time I honestly didn't even think about the fact that we were the dogs.
Exactly.
It was just kind of a
just
fun,
works.
like it just amped us up, and that's what we needed.
It's the natural progression of things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I am. Oh,
Pointers
they
are the
did
high
it.
dog.
Dan's got it.
Woof,
There we
woof,
go.
woof. Let's
Dan's
go.
onto
Let's
it.
go.
Oh, it looks like Lijiang Tower is our first
That's a classic.
map. Of course, of course.
I'm expecting a bit of sim shenanigans here, maybe.
Some sim TPs,
Yeah.
maybe some Lucio boops off the map. I'm curious to see,
Tuck.
A, if either one gets one, or B, who the first is.
It's gotta be Tuck. Tuck is goated.
It's gotta be.
Honestly, I've never seen that man lose a Lucio 1v1.
No, and he even got me the other day. We were just talking about it. He booped the whole team back, and I was the only one that went off the map.
Oh jeez. Oh no.
But I think we're ready for some Overwatch here pretty soon.
Coming up soon, yeah.
But yeah, no, he got everybody. He booped everybody back, but just got me off the map, and it felt a little personal.
It was
I was
personal.
also on Lucio,
Yeah.
so
He had to a certain
kind of
dominance.
unfortunate, but go Tug.
Yeah. Nah, he is. If I'm the Echo one trick, he's the Lucio one trick.
Oh, for sure.
But he's very proficient on other
An
characters
amazing
too.
one, and I think the character is really. It's kind of hard to learn. It's very fast paced,
Yeah.
and if you can't keep up with that fast pace, you flounder a little bit, which I definitely did.
It's a tough one.
So
Yeah. There's like a lot of fundamentals to the game that you have to learn and understand deeply on Lucio, honestly.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway, getting into the match here.
Exciting. Oh, I know.
Let's see, the
We are
Ram,
picking
the Mauga. I would be interested to see if Lemon sticks with this.
Oh, and there's the
There it is,
All right,
yeah.
all right.
A little bit of troll.
So we got a Ram for Cincinnati. Oh, there's the sim.
There's the sim. This might just be a sim out of spawn. I saw him on the Tracer
Oh.
before.
Should I see maybe we'll see? Oh, there's the sim. Okay.
Playing with us.
So we got two Tracers, Lucios.
Looks like we will not be seeing the Bastion. That's okay. I don't mind not seeing Bastion. I'm partial to Tracer Sojourn, personally.
All right, they're going in.
Was marking that off angle.
Oh, we're taking down the turrets. All right.
Let's go.
Oh, and it looks
Huge
like
first pick. Oh my
Peter
god.
gets the pick on Guitar Master.
Here might go.
Oh, and Lemon gets a pick on the Sim. And then the Ram takes the pick on Fear. But Wazd comes back and takes the Moira.
This
I
is.
believe this is a winnable battle for UWSP. And yep,
Yep.
there it is.
Just about wrapped up here. That's quite unfortunate for Cincinnati. They had the point control right off the bat, but it's kind of just a mechanical difference on there, honestly. Getting the first pick there with the Fear real shot.
But they've got time to come back, both teams.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. They are no longer running the sim. They swept off for the Sojourn. So
The
we'll
teams
see
are
if
almost identical except for the
Moira pick.
the Moira and then
Oh
the
my
tanks.
god, what a
Oh.
holy shit.
And the Waz Tracer gets the Irrational Tracer.
Wazd is crazy.
And I think UWSP goes in off of this. Yep, there is the Tracer.
There it
is. Not the Tracer, the Lucio.
Doing a bit of red Lucio.
I was.
We love it.
No boops though. I was looking
No
for
boops
the boop.
yet. No boops yet. Maybe two come. Although they are going White Room, which is smart of them to avoid those boops.
Alright, so
But-
it looks like they took the room on the side this time.
And
Oh,
the
and there is Rush.
Huge.
And-
Good response alts from UWSP. We'll see if they can clean this up here. Nice,
And
huge
there-
stick.
Looks like they are 3-4 right now.
And this is pretty much a fight win. Let's go. I really like the initial coal usage from Cincinnati, but they just UWSP was quick with the response.
Great. I think Cole gives them a lot of sustainability right off the bat to be able to.
It's great initiation.
Yes, exactly.
But it was a 2-for-1 trade. UWSP will take that. They are still ahead in the ult fight. Cincinnati's coming up on some big ults. But UWSP's got rail here. They're gonna use it early. That was a huge shield from
And now
Bourse.
looks like they're pushing in. The Tracer is back pretty far. Oh, and they.
Unfortunate. Forced to touch in the overtime. Looks like
And
this
the
is
Lucio
a...
keep it. Oh, and he got the beat.
Oh, huge beat.
Now it looks like he's just trying to stall for a point touch here, and the Tracer stays on.
Big stall from Irrational here, and huge beat from Epic Bob, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
Oh, and they come back. Oh, they've got the Doomfist now.
On the mobility picks.
Oh, and it looks like they could not keep the overtime touch.
And UWSP kind of rolled there, not gonna lie. I really like a lot of the fight plans from Cincinnati here, but I think a lot of it just comes down to individual mechanics. UWSP, they just got the first pick over and over and over again, and they kept the lead. So great first map.
Very good. So it looks like, oh, now we see a May pick come from Cincinnati White. And it looks like we also see the May pick come from UWSP.
Mirror May. We'll see who is able to take White Room first, because that's going to be, or server side. I don't know the names.
Oh, it looks like
I'm
they're
Googling. It's
still
fine.
kind of deciding on their team comps here, switching it up a bit at the end.
Interesting.
Oh, with a Sigma and a Reaper.
Sig on this map is interesting.
And then we have a Moira pick from Torador.
So UWSP going with the classic rush here. Pushing up, taking some space.
Oh, and it looks like the Reaper already has to fade out of that fight.
Lemon showing no fear. Let's see if we can get a big wall here.
So it looks like they're holding that high ground pretty nicely. Now that...
Yep, and that's the problem with the Sig pick on this map. You can just get walked on if you're not careful.
Yeah. And the UWSP definitely took advantage of that.
Yes, for real.
And it looks like they kind of clean up that team besides the Kiri.
Nice. Tracer doing the best that she can, but it's not enough.
So now they're going to look to come back here. I want to see what side they're going to take. Oh, we've got their Orisa as well.
Let's see if UWSP can keep up this faster pace that's been winning them these team fights. Torador is almost built up to this Cole. I imagine they're going to pop it as soon as possible. Unless they don't need it.
Looks like
That's a
they're
huge
staying
wall.
pretty nicely right now. Whoa. And it looks
Okay,
like
they
they
got the
lost the
trade.
fear. Oh. But they're down to Lucio.
Almost
Oh,
got the stick.
there's the Cole coming out.
Cole for some sustain.
Oh, and can they burn that Orisa? They can.
There, another huge wall from Xwaz. And that's another clean fight win from UWSP.
Get out of
Let's just see if they can get rid of this Tracer in their backline.
Oh, and it looks like she's close.
Oh,
and
no.
They can.
Unfortunate stagger.
I do enjoy this Reaper skin, I'm not gonna lie.
It's kind of clean.
It is pretty nice. So it looks like they fade pretty early there.
Yeah,
Couldn't quite compete, but now they're gonna look to use that ultimate.
definitely setting up for Blossom.
But could it be countered by the May or the Orisa's ultimate? Can they counter all that?
Potentially. Or UWSP is going early
They
here.
initiate it first, but they have Rush, so I'm curious to see if he'll use Blossom.
Oh, Fear is in trouble here. Let's see if UWSP
Oh.
can peel. It's
Oh,
a good
it
trade,
looks
but
like they
UWSP
couldn't
is
help
still
him.
up in numbers.
I'm surprised he hasn't used that Blossom yet. I'm curious to see. There it is.
Yep, last ditch effort.
I think it was he just was a little too low when he popped it. I know I have that habit sometimes, so I think that was just one of those moments.
It's a bit of a pacing. Like UWSP, we were able to catch them out early and often.
And they just get that second map, so that is a win
Another
for
clean
UWSP
fight win.
Purple on the first map of the night.
Let's go, Roll Dogs.
Roll Dogs, that's right.
No bias commentary.
I do enjoy the dog from the Orisa.
True.
Nice little play of the
This
game
was a
here
huge
from
play.
Lemonese.
Just clean up the fight.
Very nice, very nice.
Awesome, good stuff from our UWSP Purple.
It's very nice to see. I am I'm proud of them. They did good on that first map.
They played so fast, so clean. You could see the calls that they were making. They were so quick and decisive. Just catching people out before they could even respond. It's like, that's really where our purple team thrives.
Yeah.
It's in that rush comp.
And I think it's an important thing to note that rush comp can be kind of difficult to get together. You have to have all your team members on the same page at the same time, which is half the battle. And then you have to have all the cooldowns you're looking for and kind of be able to play around each other. So playing in that team environment is pretty awesome at that fast pace, too.
For real.
Is an impressive thing to be able to do.
Yep. Once they got ahead on like the ult fight, they were just able to keep rolling and rolling and rolling, and Cincinnati was never able to pull it back.
Yeah.
Sadly.
I think Overwatch has a little bit of that progression too, or if you can keep that foot ahead, just kind of go with it.
It's a bit snowball-y, yeah.
I'm curious to see if that Reaper would have ulted a little bit sooner than they did. What would have happened?
I would have liked them I would have liked to have seen them like save their fate a little bit and like initiate with speed. You know, use the blossom early.
Kind of go in with their team at first, use that tank to block, and then because I think a Wraith is a pretty safe option out of a fight.
Yeah.
Pretty valuable cooldown to a Reaper too. So, something we can look forward to there as well. But
Definitely. Although I don't mind seeing our dogs roll.
True.
Dogs.
I'm not complaining on that one. So right now we've got 0 for Cincinnati White and 1 for UWSP Purple.
We'll see if Cincinnati can come back from this. Crossing my fingers, that's not the case. But you never know. It's always fun to see a back and forth even match. I always like to watch some good Overwatch.
Yeah, the nail biters really get you.
Yeah.
Especially some good team fights. I don't know. There's just can be quick fights and hard to keep up with. So
good play is always fun.
Keeps it interesting.
Interesting. There were some signs of life though. Like there were a few like UWSP would get the first pick and then there'd be like a follow-up pick and they'd be even for a while and like there were definitely signs of life there. Like Cincinnati has the potential to turn this around. So we'll see if they can clean up their ult fights a little bit, maybe like get on the same page a little bit. I'm worried that they're tilting maybe a little. I don't know what's going on.
It's a big match.
Yeah.
So and that's something important too. Like I mean playing any video game, trying to just keep yourself calm. I feel like it sounds like a stereotypical gamer, but there's some definitely get a little bit you can get a little angry, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people do.
Yeah. Overwatch gamers. I mean, we're known to rage a little bit.
Every gamer though.
Every
I think
gamer,
that's like a common thing across all platforms, games.
Yep. Definitely got to keep your mental clear though.
Yeah.
If you're going to play at your best.
I've never gotten mad playing Slime Rancher before. Or Stardew Valley. I love Stardew.
Those are just the best games.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I think I might dive back into my Stardew Valley this summer. That's
amazing.
my summer break plans, you know?
It sounds so chill.
We did have 2 Lucio players. And no off-the-map boops. So either nobody was standing close enough.
Well, nobody went bridge.
That's
true. The problem.
True.
You know, there was either sim TP to point or like they just didn't go to bridge. So didn't want to take the risk. I don't blame them.
They didn't go outside though. Sometimes I was curious to see if you could get the tracer off if she didn't have recall.
Yeah, maybe.
I've seen that happen a couple times to some tracers, but
that's
get the what's up, brother?
What's up, brother? No, there's no gamers in the chat. None at all. We don't game.
I have never.
I hate video games, actually.
Yeah, for real. I am not gonna go play Overwatch after I get home.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
All right, Circuit
Royale.
Royale.
Moving on to our map set. Yeah, looks like Circuit Royale is our pick. UWSP winning the last one, 2-0.
So Escort is going to be push payload.
Push payload. And the thing about Circuit is you can play Rush on it, but it's definitely much more poke heavy map. And so that's where I imagine like the probably mirror poke comp, and we might see a bit more of an even game back and forth here. So it'll be interesting to see how that dynamic goes down. Fun
fact, Circuit Royale is one of my least favorite maps to play.
Fun fact, I agree with you.
So I'm interested to see, like I'm curious, I don't know offhand who picked what map, but I'm kind of curious.
Pretty sure this is loser picks.
Is it loser
Yeah,
picks?
pretty sure.
So maybe it's a Cincinnati White special.
Could be. Or they're just trying to nerf UWSP where they can't stand with us toe to toe on the rush comp, you know.
Can't keep up with the rush.
Can't keep up?
But that is a big thing with rush comps too, right? I mean, it's all about outpacing them.
Yeah.
So
And if
UWSP did their job exactly.
Yeah. And if you can slow down the pace and like take the time to poke them out, it's gonna work so much better for you.
I am
Living
very
our
much
goat.
enjoying reading the chat right now. This is great. You know what I would like to see that I'm not very sure that we are going to get to is some Winston gameplay.
I love some Winston.
I do too. Just one of my favorite characters, like overall.
Yeah, and the plays he enables, like dive is by far my favorite comp. It requires. Oh, yeah, what?
And now Venture player?
What?
No way.
Yeah. No, it's just so dynamic. It's so interesting. I don't imagine we're gonna see any dive on Circuit Royale. So this is definitely, I imagine, gonna be a Sigmare. Probably maybe see the Widow. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know if Whitewater has, or Cincinnati, sorry, has a Widow player on their roster. I think Fear is more of a Sojourn player.
I think he's been trying to practice the Widow though, so
Yeah,
we might see a Widow come out
potentially.
eventually.
I'd like to see some Widow duels. That might be a
know,
little fun.
Our Overwatch Gold team got Ash 410. He's a pretty good Widow. He's had his plays.
Yeah.
For sure. Had his moments on the Widowmaker. So
The classic hit scan.
very, very nice.
So then we will be looking forward to this.
To the match pretty soon here, but we've got a little bit of time yet. Any characters that you would love to see come out? The Echo?
I don't think we're gonna see the Echo on this
No.
map. It's
Not
just
from I mean overall in the game though. Not
yeah,
either
that would be
teams.
fun. That would be fun. But this is such a hit scan centric map, right?
And we got that Widowmaker. I was excited
yeah,
for the
I
Widowmaker on
figured.
both teams. But it looks like Waz switched to the
Waj
May
on the
last minute.
poke May. Actually, this is kind of a hybrid brawl poke comp from UWSP. Interesting with the May Lucio. So we'll see how this ends up playing out. And then we get to see Irrational and the Genji. That's something I was looking forward
Oh
to.
yes, there we
It's an
go.
interesting pick.
I'm gonna be watching the Zen. I'm looking for the Zen. As a main support player,
Yeah.
I absolutely love Zenyatta. How can I not?
It's definitely a high risk, high reward pick here.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think they might have like the ability, especially that Lucio, to bully that Zenyatta out of the places he
Yeah,
wants
for
to be.
real.
Alright, so we're setting up the first fight here. Looks like we got UWSP Purple on the defense and Cincinnati White on the attack. That Widowmaker looking for a pick here.
It'll be interesting to see if we can keep this Widow walled off.
So I'm thinking the strategy here is to... The Widow is going to go for whoever's discorded, which looks like Lemonese right now. But he comes back pretty nicely.
Bit of a scary position, but Fear gets the first pick on that Zen. That's huge.
And the Waz gets the Genji, which might have been the thought for the May pick here.
Yeah,
It's a pretty good Genji counter.
Potentially. I know UWSP, they do their research.
Yes.
Like, they definitely know that Irrational likes to play that Genji. Oh, and we lose our Thorador, our BAP here. It's a bit of an unfortunate pick, but Cincinnati might be able to push off of this.
Can they get any more ground, though?
Maybe.
Looks like maybe a little bit, but we got a wall. And a cryo.
Looks
from
like
the
our dogs
Waz.
are taking a hard stand on this corner. They don't want to give up this ground. And there's another pick.
Oh.
It looks like that's the
And
fight.
2 go down and 3 go down from UWSP, and it looks like just Fear left. We get the Genji takes.
Yeah, for real.
And now they get to push the payload a little bit.
Cincinnati is definitely playing a very like feast or famine comp here, right? Like if the Widow gets a pick, you can push off of that. Genji is really gonna struggle until like they get rolling. Like that's another very feast or famine character. Same with the Zen. Like so much potential, but we'll see if they can capitalize on it. Oh,
Alright, and they
huge
got
headshot!
Sights. Oh, and we got.
And there we go.
And it
Cincinnati
looks like
coming out with a
Genji.
quick alt fight.
The Genji blade leads into a team kill.
Huge blade. It's not often you see a dry
A
blade.
dry blade?
get
A dry
kill like
blade.
that.
A dry blade. Very fun.
Comboed with the sig ult though. That was a good combo.
It's an interesting one. It's not one that I've seen very often.
Not really, no. But now this is UWSP's alt fight here, so we'll see if they can turn this around.
And they do have 3 to...
And with Fear with the pick on the
One.
Widow there, looks like this might be a win.
Might be a good opportunity. They're going to come up on Lemonese and Fear's ultimate, so they're going to have 5 ults to use. I'm curious, it looks like a maybe, yep. Going for, oh, and it takes out Trans, but they should be able to take down a couple teammates.
Huge
here.
flux. Let's see if they can get this a clean fight win.
Zenyatta in the
Nice,
back
big
goes
shots.
down. And it looks like...
And that was just about perfect from Purple. They didn't overspend. They still have 3 ults. Cincinnati's going to be coming in with 2. So we'll see
Still
who was
gives
able
UWSP
to...
the upper hand
Exactly,
here.
exactly.
Got about 3:15 left on the clock for them to secure the next point. Widowmaker going back. Is she swapping?
It's a little rough
Looks
playing
like
it with the Sig
swapping.
Shield. Yeah, mirroring the Soj. So this is a tough point to push right here. So
It is.
Cincinnati's in a tough spot.
It's a
We'll
very
see
good
if
choke
yeah.
for UWSP to hold.
Yeah.
Oh, and there is a window, but they
The mirror
cannot
window.
use it.
Huge rock though from Lemon.
And it looks like UWSP
And that's another
takes
fight
that
win.
fight.
And all they needed was the window. That was an insane play from Thorador.
Very nice.
And Lemon the GOAT capitalizing off of it.
So now, Cincinnati White has no ultimates, but UWSP still has 2. So I'll bet Tuck is saving the beat for sometime when they need it, of course.
Of course.
Looking to save his teammates there with that. I'm curious to see when Fear will use his. Oh, and right now it looks like.
That was just about perfect. That was a huge wall from Lost.
Oh, and takes that pick. Oh, and the Genji
Oh
gets
my
him.
gosh, what a play from Irrational.
Oh, but the Torador gets the Genji.
Hitting
A little bit
him
of
right
payback
back.
for him.
And then Tuck is going to be bringing Fear back with the taxi.
Oh, for now, that's something actually I learned was pretty important as a Lucio player. Going back and getting your teammates, the faster they're, the better. And look at now, they're all there in time for this team fight.
And
Looks like they might be looking to Flux and Genji Blade again.
That combo
Oh, but
once
the
again.
beat!
But I don't know if they were ready for that beat. It looks like Cincinnati's losing this again.
Kind of goes back a little bit. Oh, and the Torador drops. Oh, but with the Waz and the entire team comes with.
Amazing coordination.
Oh, and
from Purple.
Lemonese gets a double kill. Looks like we've got the ults coming back from Lemon and Waz.
Huge plays. And they're just cycling at this point. They got their ult plan figured out.
Which is really nice to be able to do, kind of stay consistent with it too.
Exactly. It's huge in coordinated play.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that they were able to it completely basically invalidate that combo that Cincinnati previously used with the blade
know.
and Flux.
Looks like you're trying a little bit of a different strategy here. Oh, and the Sojourn is almost, and huge Flux.
Huge
That was
flux.
a 3.
Forced out so many cooldowns.
Oh, and there is the counter Flux. Oh, which
But it's
takes
even bigger.
out.
What a rock! Oh my god.
Goodness. And it looks like they have 30 seconds left to continue pushing the payload, which is not a lot of time to push it the rest of the way.
So true. This might just be a full hold on this corner.
It's honestly, it's happened to me quite a few times. That corner is a pretty good
It's a
choke
tough
point.
take. It's
Yeah?
a tough take.
I do enjoy that high ground back there, which I'm curious nobody I've seen has taken it so far. Right in the to the
Yeah,
left of the tank.
it's
yeah,
a bit of
but
a risky position, but it is definitely a high risk, high reward position.
definitely.
right?
And one I've had pay off for me quite a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's the window.
Huge window. Able to burn that Rhine. It was an interesting pick, but it looks like it pays
Lines
off.
up. It looks like it's going pretty solid right now. They've got the Lemonese down.
They're just
but they
trading back and forth here.
take the Sojourn down. Can you do me? Oh,
Let's see if Fear can make this work.
can. And
Not quite.
it looks like UWSP can't quite come back from that. You got the May swap from Irrational.
Cincinnati cracks the corner, but UWSP will have another chance at a touch.
Can they get there before the point is capped?
No,
Oh, with the
huge
wall. Oh, but
they still touch.
Oh, but we've got the beat.
What a lamp.
Oh, it looks like they're not gonna.
This might be it for this point here.
They might not be able to sustain this one. Oh, and there it is. They tried.
It was a good try by Thorador. Stalled as long as
Good
he
effort, but it ended up in a team kill. That's all right though. They've got a minute and about 20 seconds to push it to the next.
Cincinnati was forced to use their beat there, which is a huge ultimate.
And UWSP has theirs. They're coming up on Blizzard, but it looks like Cincinnati is coming up on Shatter here. So see how they use those in counter to each other.
Yep.
Think he'll beat the Shatter?
Potentially, if he's ready for it. This is an interesting rotation we see here.
Flip the map, pretty much. Is it?
Some clean coordination, clean team play.
Definitely would throw me a little bit there. It would be just a little bit of a silly move, you know?
But UWSP knows that Blurs here has the shadow and they're Shatter. They're looking to push on.
Oh, and there's that beat coming up before the Shatter. But I think he's just trying to save himself for Shatter, just trying not to die there.
Unfortunate though, was forced to use the beat there.
I don't know, but they also have a Shatter of their own, which I've seen Lemon do some pretty phenomenal things with. And they have Window and Blizzard. So UWSP should be pretty good to go here.
Some big walls from both Mays.
Oh, and there's that Blizzard. Oh, but he gets... Oh, he doesn't get... And there's the Shatter coming out.
And UWSP is going to clean this up.
And Cincinnati...
As we hit overtime.
Cincinnati never got the chance to use that Shatter yet.
No. And that's that speed of play again.
Here it is. Is it here? Is it here? There it is, but he blocks it with his shield.
The Rhine diff.
Oh, and he just couldn't quite get there.
Once again, that's that speed of play. UWSP is just, they know what they want and they take it. They're just playing faster.
So now we flip the maps, so we get UWSP on attack and Cincinnati White on the defense. So they have no time remaining and they have to have at least 2 points as far as the opposite team has pushed the payload, which would secure a map win for UWSP Purple.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how UWSP tackles this tough corner that Cincinnati got stuck on for so long. So I wonder if there'll be any comp switch ups. It'll be interesting to see what kind of strategy they have built around this.
A little bit of difference depending on attack or defense. And I did want to take this couple of seconds before we dive right into the game here and shout out Chiyu from our gold team.
Chiyu is our goated Mercy Life Leader player. She is literally the best. She saved me so many times. Her pulls are crazy.
Kate is one of the Mercy Pocket targets?
It's mostly Ash, let's be honest here.
I don't know, you are mine though,
Yeah,
so I guess it's a fair trade. It
we were a dynamic duo.
Chiyu and Ash.
It's like Chiyu and Ash and then you and me, you know?
Too bad they're not as cool as us though.
True.
It's unfortunate.
True.
Yeah.
Alright, getting into the match here. Looks like we're running the Signir once again. Pretty typical first comp to roll out here. Well, Cincinnati is
and they get walled, trying to go to the high ground. Can they recover? They can. Looks like
that was an amazing wall. Wow.
That was a very nicely timed wall. Oh, and they get walled off as well. Looks like trying to back out of that fight, but Lemonies cannot quite get there, and neither could Fear.
So, UWSP with a clean disengage. Let's see how they take this fight again. I know they definitely want to take this high ground, so we'll see if they can make a clean rotation, avoid the wall. The wall is used,
get there?
But no picks found. And UWSP has cleanly made it to the high ground. They're forcing Cincinnati off.
Ooh, and so they get that push they were looking for.
Guitar almost dies there. Has to use their slide.
And it looks like they have no ammo.
Big back
Oh,
cooldowns.
the tank is halved. Oh, but they have their window prior to UWSP, and they use it right away.
But this is very disengageable. This is a questionable usage.
Didn't
Clean
seem
disengage
like they
from purple.
quite needed it there. UWSP can just kind of turn around the corner, use that natural cover, and get out of it.
This is a little spooky though. A lot of low health bars. Big flux, bigger beat. Great response.
Ooh, that is very nice response.
But they are still low. UWSP is still pumping the gas.
Curious to see if UWSP will count. Oh, and will they counter with the beat? They do.
They do.
So
Huge. Let's see
beat
if
during Sigma Flux is a very interesting thing too. It has to be timed just right in order to save your teammates, but it looks like they get that blizzard off.
they're trading back and forth, but the difference maker was that blizzard. Excellently timed from Irrational.
So it looks like they both have rail here, but UWSP is up that blizzard.
Yes. So we'll see if UWSP can use that speed of play once again to like initiate and catch Cincinnati off guard potentially. That seems to be the story of this set.
It looks like they're taking their high ground again.
Force them out.
Oh, and then they go back. Oh, there is the railgun from the opposite team, but they're
and
just
a huge pick.
kinda.
This is a little
that
spooky for
wall
UWSP.
there. Oh, it looks like Fear and Lemon get away. No ammo. Oh, and it looks like they're half.
Some
Can
potential
they make
staggers.
up for it? Lemon trying to save them here. Wazd in the middle.
Oh, but
and
the tank goes
Fear
down.
gets it out though. Fear gets out of there. That is a big pick. A tank is a big pick.
It is. It is.
They may be able to recollect themselves here fast enough to get that touch and
Exactly.
push.
With the spawn advantage
Right.
too.
They are not that far away. And they have 2 ultimates compared to Cincinnati's White 0, but they're coming up on Beat, which is a pretty big ult to be able to save them, especially from Rail and
That
Blizzard.
is true. That is true. I've seen Tuck build these beats insanely fast though.
True.
So we will
oh,
see.
and there is that Blizzard and
That is a big one. Huge boot from Tuck, booping
Rail
him back
coming
into the
out
blizzard.
too.
And the beat engage from
Fear gets the
Cincinnati.
pick on the tank, but they get the pick on Lemonese.
They're just trading back and forth.
Let's
We'll see
we've
if
got
Purple can clean this up.
3v5 fight here. I don't know. Oh, but they have a window, but he couldn't use it
Unfortunate.
quite yet. And it looks like
I think
Waz is trying to stall for time here.
that just about.
And
That's
Goody.
just about it.
So it looks like that is a map win for University of Cincinnati White. So we are 1-1 right now.
Cincinnati really cleaned it up there.
They did.
They definitely look very strong in that poke comp.
Yeah. I think Poke is definitely a strong crop for them.
Yes. Yeah.
For sure.
And then this, I imagine, was that great. Oh, not even the Flux. This was the Blizz.
Blizzard.
Great plays from both Mays, honestly.
Yeah.
There were some huge fight-winning Blizzards and walls and everything.
I think both teams did pretty solidly there. It was just a difference of who could make it work. The difference of team comps too is interesting.
Yeah.
How they played to their advantages.
You could see like, there was an attempt at the Genji, which I appreciate.
I was wondering what your thoughts
There
were
was an
on the
attempt,
Genji pick.
You know?
So
That's
they did try a little bit.
It is. It's a rough comp to play it into.
Right,
No?
especially into a May. I feel like doesn't give the Genji a fair shot at
Yes.
playing Genji.
Yep.
It's just kind of a hard thing to accomplish.
Agreed.
But
But yeah, that's where like Cincinnati again definitely looking very strong on that poke comp. We'll see if we manage to land another more brawly comp and find where like UWSP has more comfortable ground. I think this is definitely very, very winnable for our home team.
yeah. Curious to see where they go as far as map picks from here.
Yeah.
Kind of what UWSP is going to choose. Play to their strengths,
Definitely,
of course.
definitely.
But it also depends on bans, so can't exactly always what you want.
Yeah, the May pick has definitely been looking very strong today, so I imagine we'll see some more of that. Always Lucio, always Lucio.
For sure.
And I do
Lucio.
respect the Rhine duel that we had that for a little while there. I respect
I do
it.
enjoy a good Rhine
The
duel.
overtime Rhine duel, that goes crazy.
I do very much enjoy that. I think that's awesome. I think mirror picks from teams are fun, but they might not always be the best decisions for the teams. I mean, complete team mirrors or even just individual picks.
Yeah. It's definitely like making a statement, like, I believe I am better at this character than you, and it is just enough that we can win, you know? It's making a statement.
Yeah.
And both teams are very confident, and I give them props for that.
Exactly. I think a big difference too is comfort picks. That's something that we have discussed in quite a bit of intensity, actually.
Yeah.
I played flex support for one game for our gold team, and it was all about comfort picks. So we stuck with my comfort pick of Kiri, and it made a difference, though. I did try out the map for the first, 30 seconds, I think, and it did not go as planned. But, so I think the comfort pick is a big difference there. But sitting 1-1 now with our UWSP purple and Cincinnati white, we're going to the next map, which is New Junk City.
Interesting. Yeah, Flashpoint is always a bit more brawly, honestly. It doesn't even matter which one. It's always a little more brawly.
I'm curious to see, I want to see how well UWSP purple can stay together here.
Yes.
It's going to be something I'm looking out for, especially not only coming from somebody who's commentating on the match, but somebody who's learning from this team as well. I think it's something that we have had to learn to grow in. So we're going to see if they can pull it off here as well.
Yeah.
Offhand, I don't remember the other Flashpoint map.
Saravasa? Yes,
yeah, okay.
That's the name.
So I'm impressed that they didn't end up with Saravasa. I feel like it's a more common pick than New Junk City, at least from what?
It's definitely just whatever they've been scrimming more, you know? Like comfort picks, like you were just talking about, right? And so one thing I've definitely seen a lot of on this map is the Queen Rush. And so there's potential for some of that. I know Lemon loves playing the Queen. Who doesn't? She's just a fun character.
And they have a good Jotes comp.
Yeah, for real. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to. I want to see that Jotes comp, especially like first point. I'll see you roll out on that a lot.
The first point on New Junk City has to be my favorite out of all of them. Just
really?
Because it's a big, it's just
that's a hot take.
It's a fun map for Lucio, though. You get a lot of range and roam around, and you can go a lot of places.
That's fair.
TPs for Kiri are also kind of nice because you have a lot of spots to look at as long as your teammates are. But so they are also each have taken 2. They are 2-0 on each map, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So they're quite literally dead even right now.
Yeah, for real. I think it's literally just down to like who gets to play their comfort comp on their best map. That's what it seems to be at this point. And I think UWSP has a lot of potential to take it on this New Junk City.
I think it's also kind of cool, and it kind of depends on what the map is too. I love control points way more than Escort. Escort is not my favorite by any means.
That's fair.
So different things like that too in the map variety might make a difference here.
Yeah.
Actually, probably have a pretty big impact here.
Yeah, it's very interesting, the whole dynamic and how it plays out. So.
Yeah.
What do you expect to be seeing potentially paired with a Queen if they are to roll out on the Jotes comp?
For sure that Lucio, I'm kind of expecting that May to come back from the WAS, and probably the Sojourn again for Fear.
That's definitely a comfort pick.
Yep.
Definitely.
And then I believe Bab?
That's definitely very common. Curie is very often run also, right? For the cleanse,
I'm curious to see if we even see a Moira pick come from the Torador.
Ooh, he loves that.
I could see it. I could see it being a thing.
Make your coach a little angry.
Moira is our coach's favorite pick, favorite character pick.
Very favorite,
absolutely.
Very favorite.
Even over Reinhardt or anything.
Yes.
They absolutely.
Everyone loves Moira.
Yes.
Even
Their favorite character. Moira.
Everyone's favorite, honestly. Who wants to aim? Like, you don't need aiming
That's
is
so much
overrated in an
effort.
FPS game.
It's so much effort. Why think about aiming when you could just kill them?
Exactly. It's not like it's a first-person shooter.
What?
Nah, for real
No,
though.
no, no.
I think the Mei is very likely, or Sojourn is very likely. I think there's maybe potential to see that Bastion from the Fear come out, possibly.
I think there's room for the Genji from Cincinnati White.
Oh yeah, definitely. If they want to run out on that Jotes, that's definitely a traditional pick that works well.
I could see that coming, but
Yeah.
with the countered May, if UWSP Purple stays May, might not work out well for him again.
Yeah, it could be rough. We'll see if they can make it work. For real.
What's your favorite character to play on New Jack City?
Is that even a question?
Echo, of
Of
course.
course. Although Venture now.
Oh,
Because the
true.
brawl died hybrid, you know?
I'm excited to see the Cade Venture
Oh, yeah.
in our matches.
Yeah.
In the future.
If you guys haven't played Venture yet, I highly recommend. They are so much fun. They're so fluid.
Good character.
Yes, for
Good
real.
addition, for sure. And it got confirmed today that they may like to nibble on rocks every now and then.
They eat rocks. Nothing wrong with that. I drink bleach. They eat rocks.
That is not true.
Says it right here.
It is actively an oat milk bottle, okay? An old oat milk jar.
It's a bit.
Oh, so looks like we've got the Orisa picks here, some no Jotes.
Interesting. Orisa is very strong right now, to be fair.
Very true.
Yeah. But we do have the Moira.
We do have the Moira pick from the Torador. We've
Inspirational.
got a double a Sojourn from each team, a Genji from Cincinnati White. We've got Wazd with a Tracer from UWSP, and again a double Lucio. I'm curious to see the difference in the Lucio play here. I feel like it can change the game entirely.
Yeah.
They kind of have control of their speed, of the team speed. So
For real. Yeah, they definitely get to like set the pace of the match.
it looks like that Genji is off on his own, targeting his
off
Sojourn.
angle.
Oh, targeting Lucio. Lucio boops him away.
Trying to get some
Lemon
attention.
turns. Oh, and he goes
Huge pick from
down.
Waz.
So now this is a good opportunity for them to push the opposite team.
And
there
they
goes-
just lose the sustain battle.
Oh, but the Orisa Sojourn gets booped. Tuck on the aggression here.
Tuck going a little Reddit Lucio here.
And he sustains it though and assists with two kills. Very big on the top.
Very clean, very clean. And that was just a huge pick on the Genji. I liked the idea of like trying to force the point, but he just got way too poked out there.
I think there's a little. Sometimes you've got to give a little bit of the point to take it overall, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that's a hard lesson to learn, especially when you've got your mind on winning.
Definitely. You gotta earn your space.
Yeah. So it looks like their Lucio and now their Tracer swap is going around the other
Tracer mirror.
side there.
But
Oh,
Lemon
but
just
the
walking on the
picks.
back line.
And Waz comes back to his team after taking that pick on their Lucio.
That was huge. Cincinnati was in the middle of setting up. Their Tracer was not able to get into position in time before UWSP just walked in.
Can they get a touch on this point before it is captured? My gut instinct is to say no, it's a lost battle.
Especially
and
with
move
that
on.
Tracer pick.
Yeah.
Wasps then doing a great job marking the off angles here.
I mean, looks like they have 4 ultimates already, compared to Cincinnati's way 1 here. Two, my apologies.
This is huge though. Like this could be another very snowballing match if UWSP plays their cards right.
I know, this is a big positioning area here. They can, and there is
And
the
a
ultimate
huge
coming
pulse,
along.
almost cleansed. So
Oh,
close.
and the Curie goes down. That's a
Wazd is popping off.
3 from Wazd here. This is
Holy
crazy, and
shit.
he's gonna take down this Orisa with a,
This guy is insane.
and it helps with the final kill.
Someone get this guy a salary.
Which saves them 2 ultimates too, so they still have that beat. And then
For real.
Lemonese is gonna be looking for the Orisa ult here.
Waz definitely carried that fight. That was
Phenomenal job by Waz.
Cincinnati props to them. They were
Yes.
able to get a few trades despite the Waz getting that first pick, but he just
couldn't contain him.
unstoppable, honestly. And Guitar Master gets low right off the bat.
And here's
Huge
the ult
ult.
from Lemon.
And that Suzu, once again, was right on time, but not right on target.
And it looks like the rest of the battle here. Oh, and he just goes in the back line to target that Kiri.
Lost his one shot. This is a little scary.
Though. He also does have pulse. He's probably looking for that here, but
that's insane. How does he have pulse already? Holy.
I don't know. He did kind of go crazy that last fight.
Literally, someone draft this man. Huge plays from
UWSP.
like the individual pop-off plays from
This is
UWSP.
crazy.
Insane.
So some talented players here, though.
Exactly. Lucio going in for the touch. He does get it.
He gets the touch. Oh, he grabs that health pack there.
That was very smart.
Oh, here is
making
the rail coming out of...
Making tons of space in the back line.
And the beat from Tuck. They still are holding on to pulse here, looking for the perfect time to use it just in case. Do they need it, though, is the question here. No,
do not need it.
Tracer.
This should be a clean fight win for UWSP.
And that Lucio, he's trying to get out of there. What? Oh, and
Guitar just is not having it.
No, they definitely know their bounds, though. Trying to get back to their team faster.
Exactly. It is a smart play. You don't want to feed them any more ults. They're already very much ahead in that front.
Especially that Waz on the Tracer.
Because he is just farming those pulse bombs. We'll see if he can get another in this coming fight. He is definitely looking for a pulse. You can see him set up on the flank there. The two Tracers dueling it out, two Orissas dueling it out.
Oh, and the Tracer's going back and forth. Are they going to trade? Oh, and he gets the health pack. But Waz uses
Forces him out. Waz has free space now.
And Lemonese takes down the opposing Orissa.
That is a huge pick from Lemon.
Oh, and he pushes that Reaper with his one. Oh, but he didn't wait the spear.
Huge sustain from Sugar Poison, but it gets hit with the pulse.
Oh, and that Reaper trying for that Orissa, but just couldn't quite get her.
That Reaper just doesn't want to die.
Is that common? I don't know. I think that's just a Reaper thing, though.
Honestly, yeah.
Ooh, and the Guitar Master.
That was a huge pick. Although I've seen Tuck's rollouts, he gets back fast.
He does get back so fast.
But Cincinnati isn't going to give him a chance to regroup. They're taking this quick.
Not taking Lebanese down to half health, focusing on that Sojourn there.
Big slide out from Fear.
Oh,
I
and
like the
Reaper with
disengage.
the Blossom. I don't know. During a beat.
That was ballsy.
But almost,
that was ballsy.
Takes down the Lebanese and Torador.
It ends up working out for him. It was a good boop from Tuck, but it just wasn't enough to save Lemon.
Oh, and Waz gets attacked on the Tracer. I feel like there might have been a little bit of targeted there.
A little bit.
Little targeted.
Guitar Master might be a little salty after some of those fights.
I definitely understand, though. It's happened to me, too.
Yeah, it's definitely...
It happens to everybody.
Yeah.
Overwatch, occupational hazard.
Exactly. Yeah, I ripped the Genji. I really wanted to see some Genji.
Caden's looking forward to it.
Oh, huge pick from Lemon.
Oh my
that Lucio
goodness.
is really important.
And a rail coming out.
And Fear forcing the Tracer out with a single shot.
Nice. We've still got Pulse to use, and we can follow
He's
it
definitely probably going to save it this fight.
Yeah.
He's been holding on to this Pulse for a long time. Hasn't needed it.
No, I think they are good to save that Pulse and the Moira ult for this current fight.
It'll be interesting to see if he can get the stagger. Not quite.
Oh. Can they get a touch, though?
Cincinnati?
Question.
Probably not at this point. It'll
they
be close.
beat in, which is a very interesting strategy that I...
Oh, just barely.
The Orissa, they're going to use that Orissa ult. Look to use it. Oh.
Fear with a huge pick, though.
Oh, and they stick their Orissa, but just...
Big pulse. I think this Orissa dies. Yep.
Does.
Let's see if we can get rid of this pesky
Reaper is going to be a problem here. Oh, no, he is not. Oh, and it looks like that Lucio falls as well, alongside the Tracer.
That's another fight win. It got a little messy there, but UWSP came out on top.
Is a win for UWSP.
And that's, again, just snowballing over and over and over again.
Look at that dog.
What a cute dog. Oh, my God. Oh, this gotta be that like 4K that was had.
Such a good. It deserves play.
That
of the
was
game. It really,
crazy.
really does. It really, really does.
Unfortunate Suzu timing, but that was beautiful.
It was just such a clean
The
up
tracking.
by Waz.
For real, honestly.
No, definitely some very strong Tracer gameplay.
Strong
there.
mechanical performances
Yes.
overall. Like Fear got a few first picks as he does, like it just randomly just wins some fights, and then Waz was just a pain in the butt on that, like marking the opponent Tracer and creating so much space.
Yes.
And then you saw just solo carrying that one fight.
I think it's really cool too that originally in my mind a lot of the space was made by the tank and only the tank. So it's cool to see that those DPS shine through, and even the support characters sometimes, and make that space and take those vital advantages for their team.
Yeah, that's the thing, is if you can output enough pressure, you can take enough space,
Right.
And that's the beautiful part about Overwatch, is like anyone can carry just in their own unique ways,
Yeah.
right?
And I love the dependability on your team too, for the most part. Sometimes it gets a little,
Yeah.
but each team can play to their individual strong suits, and learning to work together to shine those in a positive light and come through on top in the games.
Yeah.
Phenomenal work.
Exactly.
For UWSP Purple.
That's the beauty of just coordinated play like this. It's just such good Overwatch. You'll never see anything like this in like ranked play. Even in like, let's say like top 500, like you'll have such strong individual mechanical players, but you won't see coordination like this anywhere else. Like there's just nothing like it. It's so much fun. So much fun.
Definitely.
And there was definitely no shortage of individual mechanical plays though.
Yeah, I think all of the players are doing pretty good at hitting their shots.
Yeah.
At least as far as from what I can see. But yeah, I know that is a struggle of mine. Aim labs.
Definitely. I do a fair bit of aim training. We're getting there.
It helps though. It
Is such an important skill in Overwatch.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Making that transition from console to keyboard and mouse was kind of a crazy transition, and it's been a little over a year now that I've been playing with keyboard and mouse, but I know there is a couple players in the UWSP environment that still play with a controller. I'm gonna call them out. We've got A Club. I'm gonna call them out for that. We've got Chiyu
and Lizard has recently made the switch though.
I was gonna say
proud of him
I don't
for
know
that.
if I should count him anymore.
No, I don't think he does count anymore.
Swaps.
He's got proper gaming mouse, proper gaming keyboard.
Yeah,
He's all decked out.
Phenomenal.
And then moving on to the map set.
So we have New Queen Street is gonna be our push map. And we just don't have a little image here for it. So
Unfortunate, yeah.
New Queen Street, you'll see it in a minute. That's all right. But that's gonna be our push map for the UWSP Purple versus University of Cincinnati White.
And this is a particularly interesting map because, like, again, it veers a bit more poke-centric, but I think, like that brawl is a lot more playable than it is, say, on Circuit Royale. So
I agree.
Yeah. So I imagine, like, there's a bit more flexibility in what you can play on
Yeah. This is one of my favorite maps, I think, for push. I do very much enjoy this one. I'm kind of a little worried for Cincinnati White, though, at the moment. If they can't pull through with the win on this map, it
spells the end. Spells the end.
We'll take it, yeah.
Not complaining.
No, not at all.
I think it is very winnable for both sides. I will say this will be a fun, even match.
But
much to look forward to.
We'll see. Intense. I was trying to think of some UWSP esports fun facts. Our
But-
Valorant team did make it to their playoffs in NECC, so that was very exciting. I was very proud of them.
Valorant has been doing very well.
Valorant has been doing very well, and they were new this semester too.
Yeah.
So being in their first semester and making it to playoffs already, absolutely crazy. Shout out to our Valorant team. But we've got our Smash players do some pretty cool tournaments out of town too. I think they were traveling to one tonight, actually.
I did not hear about that one.
No? I thought they were going somewhere as far as I knew, but
Okay.
could be.
I know a couple
Awesome.
weekends ago they went to that one at NTC or something.
yeah.
That was a pretty big tournament. But yeah, we've been hosting like weeklies here, like every Saturday night at around 6 o'clock. There wasn't that one a few weeks ago because everyone went to the NTC tournament. We don't want to step on other tournament toes, you know. But yeah, the turnout has been great.
Yeah.
The fighting game scene it's so well supported.
It's really cool as somebody who never played those type of. Well, I played them, but like not at this intense level, right?
Yeah.
So I think coming in and learning so much more about the game from all of you guys and just being around the community and the environment is so cool. It's something I have come to love in my daily life. And I've learned a lot from it. So Saturdays at 6 if you want to join the Smash tournament.
Yeah. CPS 104.
Yeah, our esports facility.
Yeah. It is a beautiful space. I'm super grateful for it.
It is so nice. I'm looking forward to the decals and the dog.
Yeah,
you know, the dog
finally.
that's on the jersey will come later. But
been
it
a
looks
long
like
time
we
coming.
are getting close to loading up our map here. So New Queen Street.
New Queen Street.
Yes. So an escort. So this means they're gonna push the robot. So the robot starts in the middle, and then they will go to see who can push it farther either side. So the closer they walk, the further they walk towards the enemy spawn, which gives the other team spawn advantage.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And this is another very even more so than most modes. It's a very snowball-y mode.
Yes.
And we've seen UWSP capitalize off of that so well.
This one can definitely get out of hand really fast if you let it.
Yes. So I would really like to see. Yep, there's the Lucio.
Yep.
Cincinnati coming out on the Sigma. They definitely veered more towards that Pope.
Yes. I wonder how it's gonna work for them though against UWSP. Seemed to burn that Sigma really fast last time.
If you can get on top of Sigma, he is not that invincible wall.
Yeah, no. So, it'll be interesting. I'm excited. This could be our last map of the night.
Potentially. Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers.
Alright, so it looks like both teams are going to go for that high ground on the back side here.
Definitely a very strong position.
Their May is half already using
Force that ice
cryo
block
early. They've all had some good walls though, but they could not pull that wall up fast enough.
UWSP is pushing in here, taking a lot of space, killed that May. And this is another fight win.
Oh, and does he go off? I was looking to see if he went off
Oh,
the map
Lemon almost
there.
dies.
Oh, but he recovers. Hello, Lemon.
Huge heals from Thorador. And as the Soj slides out, that's another fight win for
Got that.
UWSP Purple.
Wazd Tracer is still staying up.
He is going crazy.
I'm interested to see, can he get play in the game again?
Maybe, honestly. he's playing hot today. Right, and then we'll see it.
It looks like trying to
UWSP
get
is
some
already
early-
coming up on ults pretty soon. We'll see if they can initiate with that Cole. Seems like they're just playing. Never mind, they're not going to play slow for it.
Right into that Sigma. Just make him struggle, but the May is on Larissa.
They baited out that May wall. This is a little scary for Irrational. No cooldowns.
Oh, and no immortality field either. Oh, Lemon gets walled off from this Torador, but
Huge heals
still
coming in from
maintains
Thorador.
it.
This is a little
Oh, and
spooky.
A railgun. Oh, and can Lemony survive? He cannot survive the railgun from Guitar Master.
Guitar Master able to hit the shots.
Oh, and
But a
Wazd,
huge pulse.
nice pick from Wazd there. Looking like they're trying to take down this Baptiste. Smart play, no immortality field. Oh, Wazd has to get out of there. He has no recall.
They're definitely stalling this out.
Have no cryo. Looking to get a pick. Oh, but the fear goes down, but Torador makes up for it.
This is insane. I can't believe they still win that.
Double kill from Torador there. On that Moira pick.
The Moira goes crazy.
No, our coaches love that.
Skill orb. I can't believe UWSP was able to win that. That's honestly mostly off the back of loss.
Looks like irrational. Wasn't quite sure either.
Although this is, again, this is like a really tough spot to push.
This is one of the main choke points on this map, but they are so
Lemon's
hard.
going early and often though.
Oh, and the beat coming out from the other team, but ours
The counter
as
beat
well. Oh, and they have Blizzard. It looks like they're going for it. Are they going to pop Railgun here as well?
Lemon is picked off
got
here.
that health pack.
Let's see if we can avoid
I think
staggers.
they're trying to escape. Oh, the Sojourn in the back line.
This is a little spooky.
The May, they're just so close. Oh, but here comes Lemon back at it again, ready to
Just
defend
in
his
time.
team.
That was a pretty good disengage. I was a little scared at staggers there for a bit, but they managed to get
Oh,
out.
and the Waz. Oh, but Waz built
Was
his
looking for the
ult.
pulse.
And the Blizzard.
Oh, and a huge pick.
You're using that railgun.
What a spear from
it
Lemon.
Takes down.
And it just seems like one player after another
Yes.
is carrying these fights from
Oh,
Purple.
and there goes Sigma.
They're just passing off the baton, one carry from another to another.
That's that teamwork coming into play, you know?
Exactly.
The
exactly.
team composition, they just have that ebb and flow.
When one
going.
falls, the other stands. You know?
Exactly.
They're able to play off of each other. These guys, they play with each other all the time. They understand how each other's wants to play so well.
I'm very impressed with the UWSP purple team tonight.
Honestly.
They're holding this point strong.
Tarmaster definitely looking for an overclock. There it is.
Overclock and the ult from Torador.
But they trade. They're even here.
Oh, and looks like Fear goes down along with Tuck.
But it might not be enough unless Lemon can pop off
Get
here.
out of there. Save his tank. Oh, he still has gold.
Waz
That's a
gets
good
2
sign.
though.
Oh, can they clean this up? They might be able to. No recall for that Tracer. Looking for the Sig, but
They need a call to target
Lemon
here.
just needs to be healed. He's could not
And with
survive
that, I think that is the fight lost.
Waz did stall for quite a while
That
there,
was
along with Lemon and
impressive.
Torador. That was some pretty good stalling from UWSP Purple.
For real. They just need to secure the time bank
Yeah.
at this point. They have such a lead built up, they just need to keep stalling and they can win this.
Has not hit the first point yet on their push.
No.
So have not even had that spawn advantage quite yet.
That is huge.
Looking for an ult here and gets 3. Takes down 2, almost 2. Cannot quite get to that Lucy.
Just
He's a
about.
little
He's
bit
so
faster.
slippery.
He's a pretty quick character.
I like to think of that as Orissa's big slam. You know, Reinhardt has his big slam, or that's Orissa's big slam.
I agree. And then even Flux is kind of a big slam, you know? He
For
slams
real,
it back in the
honestly.
ground. It must
What's
be
with
some of those
tanks and big
tank
slams,
players.
you know? Was able to get out just in time.
Grand Slam. Makes him from Denny's.
Grand
That's what makes me
Slam?
think of. Like
Okay.
the breakfast plate, you know?
Are you hungry?
I'm making everybody hungry, yeah. I hope you all at home have snacks, because that is the thing I miss.
She's torturing you.
Lemon
without
and
the
nobody
spear,
in the flux.
But he misses the flux, yeah.
Oh,
That
but
is unfortunate.
I thought he was gonna go off. Oh, and there is that pulse bomb, not catching
But
anybody.
Fear with
though.
the pick. Waz unfortunately dies. Both teams are even here
Oh,
though.
and it looks like Torador is looking for that Lucio.
Oh, and a big pick on Lemon.
Lemon goes down. Can
It'll take
they
a miracle
recollect?
for a point to win this.
They are pretty low in there though, but they have their healers, which
Yep.
is gonna allow them to sustain that.
So Fear's
Waz
just gonna
looking
get
for a
out
little
here.
pick here. Maybe some alt charge while he's at it. Oh,
Little spooky from Waz, but he's able to get out. Just farming a bit of pulse, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. They're close to 3 ults here to
Once again,
Cincinnati's
the ult advantage.
1.
Lemon
so
taking space.
The rail comes right away, and the beat from the other team
Big
to
rock.
save him from that. Fear is at 5 health, and he survives
That's a
that
close
though.
one.
That is impressive.
Big pick on
and he
Irrational.
just doesn't let that Tracer take it.
If Thorador can live here, I
Thorador
think
is-
Point might be
oh.
able to push off of this.
Their supports. Tuck Your Chin goes down with beat.
That was a big rail.
Guitar Master is kind of going off here.
For real.
Getting that Torador. Oh, but they come back and they just take him down.
Waz popping off again.
Right now here they have, looks like the Tracer Moira.
And the DPS on purple, they're just able to
Yes.
they're able to put out so much pressure and take so much space.
I'm curious what the damage numbers are here. I'd like to see the difference in the damage between the Tracers.
It's gotta be insane. It just feels like purple is getting ult so much faster.
Yes, I agree. They are definitely, especially that pulse bomb.
Yeah, for
I
real.
think that's what. Oh, and it looks like he's looking for an Orisa ult here.
Definitely,
Can he push
definitely.
in and get it though.
Look.
Not quite yet. Gonna utilize that natural cover.
And purple doesn't have to push this.
No, and they do not. And he gets that
Oh,
pick
the
on
tank
that
pick,
thing,
though.
and he just goes crazy into their back line,
On the Lucio. Let's see if he
pressuring
gets
him
his
out,
kill. Crazy.
killing him, and just going for the other team now. Oh, reconnects with his team, of course. Got to do that.
Making
you know?
infinite space, but Guitar
Yes, I
Master
agree. Oh,
with some big
and that
picks.
fear gets picked on the Tracer.
Fear my goat. Love that guy. And this was a great push from purple. They didn't have to invest too much.
Agree. Here's where that spawn advantage I was talking about earlier comes into play, though.
Yeah.
It's really hard to push that choke when the other team can just come back so fast at you.
But speaking of fast, UWSP with a fast disengage, like
Correct.
they were able to get no value out of that coal.
Important to stay out of the fights when you can, though. I mean, the
Exactly.
less they're able to use their abilities,
Exactly.
the less they damage you.
And now they're countering with their own coal.
Yes.
They are even right now.
I-
We'll see if they can make this work.
So no calls. We have a beat, but they have a pulse bomb and are coming up on a beat as well. Oh, and he doesn't use the beat to save Lemon.
And with Lemon going
and
down, I
Torador
don't
is
think...
born. Waz goes down as well. Torador coming back. Oh, and did not fear with. Oh, and the team goes.
And that was smart of UWSP to not invest there, because there's only 30 seconds left on the clock, and they have a
Agreed.
huge ult advantage.
They have 1 to 2. If they can get there before that Moira gets Cole, they might just be able to keep her off of it.
Exactly. So I imagine they're going to want to play nice and fast, so they can...
Oh, and
Yep,
look at
there's
going
the
right
overclock.
in with a rail from Fear. Countering with a rail. Oh,
Almost
counter
Apex.
beats, but we beat second, which is a very, very good thing for UWSP.
Very
Get
true.
a little bit of longer sustainability out of that ult. Looks like the enemy
Waz
team is
with a
coming up
big
with Cole,
pick.
but Waz just takes down their Sojourn. He's got to look to get
Able to
some
get out
healing back. Oh, and
scot-free.
no Tracer for Cincinnati White. Lemon
Lemon
on
just
that
getting
Sigma
right
and
up in
goes
there.
down. It looks like we have a Lucio and a Moira left. Sojourn able to come back? I think.
And I think Cincinnati are just delaying
so,
the
and they
inevitable.
don't want to push this here.
Yep.
They.
Beautiful
and
play from
With
Purple.
that, UWSP takes their first game of nationals. Will compete, I believe it's next week, Thursday,
Yep.
in their next nationals match up against. Actually, we don't know yet. Up against a team that is probably currently finishing up their match as well.
Probably.
I know one of the teams is MSOE, but I'm not sure about who the other one is quite yet.
Yeah.
Don't remember offhand.
It's crazy the way the plays that some of the purple team was able to get away with. Like Waz lived at like 1 HP. So did Fear. So did Lemon.
Yes, even Torador too.
Honestly.
I mean, they were getting away with that. Which
Like they were limit testing. They were just like just on the nice edge, you know. They were able to get the perfect amount of value out of those fights.
phenomenal job by a UWSP
Amazing
purple
play.
team.
Amazing play.
So now we are looking at coming up here. So the way the bracket works is they are going to have the following match, and then they have 2 more to look forward to if they win those there.
Which of course they're gonna win.
Oh,
like you saw
it's our
how
UWSP
they
purple
play.
team.
Exactly.
I mean,
They're so good.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see where they go from here. Phenomenal team dynamics.
Honestly, yeah. I
I'm
feel like I
really
can learn
proud.
so much from this match too.
Yes.
Like this is just a master class of how to play Rush. Like,
And watching the way their team has developed throughout the semester, and just the cohesiveness from them, I am so proud of this team.
honestly,
They
work so hard for it too. They deserve it.
Yes, they
honestly.
really do.
Wholeheartedly.
So here are those brackets coming up. So we have the quarterfinals. It's looking like Texas Tech Black versus UPRM coming up there. To be announced, we don't know that one quite yet, versus Redbird Ajax, which is a team UWSP Purple has went up against before.
Yep.
I don't know if it is in NECC or not, but I know for sure they have been against them. Quarterfinal 3, oh yes, in NECC.
Yes.
So quarterfinal 3, to be determined yet, versus the Phoenixes. And then quarterfinal 4 is going to be UWSP Purple versus Chaplin College Baja? I'm just thinking Taco Bell. Man.
I know.
I am on the food
you got
track.
food on the
Baja
mind.
Blast. It sounds like they named a college after that. They love. Maybe Taco Bell is a sponsor.
Maybe,
of them.
honestly.
I'm
that would be
looking
amazing.
forward. I might cast next week just so I can say the Baja name.
Yeah.
I,
Baja got blasted by UWSP.
Yeah, oh, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that
is
goes
kind of
hard.
crazy from the Potato Pride.
Man, I might have to make a graphic for that. Stay tuned next week to see.
Yes. Thank you for
Them get
joining us this
blasted.
week. This is super exciting. This is my first time ever doing something like this, and I believe
My
Potato
first time
Prides as well.
Yep. Both of
So you have both our tags
down below.
down below. I don't know which way to do that.
Yeah.
But you have our tags if you ever want to reach out to us or UWSP Esports. We are so happy to hear from you. Other than that,
Stop by anytime.
I think we're gonna call it a night.
Yeah.
Congrats to our UWSP Purple team.
Let's go. Go Dogs. All right. Catch you later, guys.